Well, the cars are rolling in, and we're getting ready now for the final showdown. The K&N Horsepower Challenge, $50,000 to either Mike Edwards or Greg Anderson. But they won't be the only winners as they make their burnouts. Here at the top end, anxiously watching in the uniforms of the respective drivers, Stephanie Dunn from Dover, Ohio, and Frank Santos from Naugatuck, Connecticut. And if it's a victory for Greg Anderson, it's a victory for Stephanie Dunn. And, of course, if Edwards gets the job done, Frank Santos is going to ride away on a new Harley. You can say they're excited as well.
Oh, I would guess they would be. There is that Harley. Just roll that down here for me. And here is the ladder bringing us down to this final round of the K&N Horsepower Challenge. Mike Edwards and Greg Anderson. It's their first ever matchup in the K&N Challenge in any round of racing.
The key you saw there was Mike Edwards having the lane choice, because right now for the pro stock contingent, that right lane definitely seems to be better than the left lane off of the launch. Even in this last qualifying session, some teams were really struggling with that left-hand lane, and that's going to be the key for Greg Anderson. He's going to have to try to get a good reaction time, get the advantage over Mike Edwards. He's probably going to have to take a little off of the setup to get it through that transition and hope that's enough to beat Mike Edwards. The problem is Mike Edwards has been doing a fantastic job of driving. He's really been on his game, and obviously he's making that big horsepower.
And, you know, speaking of that big horsepower, Mike Edwards' crew this morning told me they actually weren't working on the car last night when they failed to get it down the track and shook the tires. Mike said, now we just missed it.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. And Anderson.
How about that?
That hole shot, not much of one, but one that matters. 668 with a 206 miles an hour path. Greg Anderson is the 5th driver to have 3 wins in the challenge. Kurt Johnson, he's the all-time leader. KJ has 4 wins. And $50K richer with a chance to add another $25,000 if he can win pro stock in the final eliminations here this weekend.
I tell you, Rob Downing and Tommy Hutt did a great job on Greg's car. Actually had the better 60-foot in that left desirable left-hand lane. Was better than 330. The reaction time advantage, was able to hold off Mike Edwards. As you go on board with Greg, Mike did not have a good 60-foot. They missed on the setup in that right-hand lane, and that pretty much cost them. Between the reaction time advantage for Greg, just slightly off the starting line, and that slightly better performance early on that run, that was the difference at the stripe.
Greg Anderson was in the final, the last 2 K&N finals, and lost. Now he's got to win. G-Man.
Well, I don't know who's more excited, Stephanie Dunn, Greg Anderson, Jason Line. This is amazing. And, Greg, you were able to do it on a whole shot. Take us through that run and what it means for this team that had been struggling, frankly.
I still don't believe it, Gary. I can't remember the last time we actually won 3 rounds in one day. And to win it today, the K&N Challenge, Horsepower Challenge, look at that trophy. Is that sweet or is that sweet? Steve Williams, thank you so much, buddy. You do so much for this class, so much for this sport. Without you, it'd just be a hole. And thank you for having this race at Summit Motorsports Park. I love this place. Summit boys, finally, for one day at least, they can be happy and proud of us. We got the win. Thank you so much. Honey, I love you. I wish you were here, bringing you home a trophy. And Ken Black, you got to come back out, buddy. We're starting to have fun.
And, of course, there's a bonus on the line. If he can win the event tomorrow, he adds another $25,000 to that total. Dave?
Well, here at the starting line with a very happy crew chief and Rob Downing. Rob, I know Greg and Jason have been saying it all year long. This team is behind. I know Greg got that thing on a hole shot, but it was a team performance, a team win today. How did this team rise to the occasion today?
Well, we've just been working on it. You know, we didn't run that great yesterday, but came out here today, tried a few different things, and got better each run. And like you said, obviously Greg did it for us today, but to win this thing, we've been in the final. I think this is the 3rd year in a row, and this is the first time we've won it. So feels great. Feels great to win it here at Summit Raceway Park.
The addition of Tommy, has he been valuable so far?
Absolutely. Just another set of eyes and very calming presence, which is good. So we love him, and we're looking forward to the rest of the year.
I see that 50 grand smile right there.
Look at that. As Greg Anderson scores the win in the K&N Filters Horsepower Challenge. He's right, boy, if you're going to win, finally get 3 round wins in a day, this is definitely the place to get it done. There they are. One's got a Harley, one's got 50K. They're both happy as can be.